Hello, hello Italy. I am Vivien Goldman, educator, musician, and the author of this book, Revenge of the She-Punks. It's extremely thrilling for me to think of you all being together in Italy considering my book. Molto, molto grazie. I was driven to tell this story because I've been working with music since the 1970s. Very often the only girl in the room, mostly. And I could see that with every advance by women artists, we were pushed back as soon as possible, even more than transient boy pop stars. So we were rapidly written out of history, and there was no her story. Coming up in that first punk era in London, I really lived the difference that punk made for women artists. Suddenly, I found a community and new sounds were being created. The texture of pop was changing, and it was very thrilling and empowering, and it gave me a strength that helped lead to where I am now, talking to you today. So, in this book, I wanted to hear the voices of women artists from around the world. I wanted to understand what were our differences and what were our commonalities, because each of us did have our own struggle. It was never really easy. In doing so, I was hoping to weave together through this tapestry of voices, some kind of blueprint for the women artists of now and the future, so that they don't come out like us, feeling that they've got no foundation, no foremothers, so that they see there is a lineage, and in discovering how all these women made their way, that might also help clarify their path and empower them, as frankly, punk did empower me. Now, we're talking about women, but it's a very important point to make. Guys, you're not allowed to feel excluded, really, honestly. Our struggle as women artists is really your struggle too, because if we find our authentic voice and can get it heard, that makes your music and your contribution all the richer. So I hope that you find some positive directions in Revenge of the She-Punks, and I hope to meet you all one of these days. So, ciao for now. Grazie.